शङ्करौ वन्दे श्रद्धा विश्वासरूपिणौ याभ्यां विना न पश्यन्ति सिद्धाः स्वान्तः स्थमेश्वरम्।
The word fasting has been mostly misunderstood. People feel that fasting is only for curing the body, and particularly in naturopathy, the fasting has been very much being used to cure various ailments. They also emphasize on the cleansing of the colon and then putting some muds on the stomach and on various parts of external organs. But the purpose of fasting in a true sense has been to experience your inner enlightenment, to come nearer to your being. In Hindi, the word fasting has been dealt as upvas, which is two words. One is up and the second is vas. Vas means to live, up means nearer. To come to nearer to your being. That is the literal meaning of upvas, means fasting. In Bible also, particularly in Isaiah 58, it has been mentioned that if you fast, your cords of injustice shall be broken, and then you shall also achieve complete healing. In Holy Quran also, the provision of rosa has been made, not for only curing the body, but for God realization. In Sikhism also, tap has been brought. Now that is also for coming nearer to your being, to your spirit. In Judaism too, the same fasting word has been used. Moses used to fast. Jehovah fasted. Christ fasted. Muhammad fasted. So now that fasting has not been only for the curing of the physical ailments, not for cure of diabetes and not for cure for arthritis or migraines. Of course, fasting shall do. But the purpose of fasting, the higher objective of fasting, is not to get freedom from your diabetes and arthritis and migraines. It is to come nearer to your being. Now, if the same fasting could cure your ailments physical, and same fasting can bring you nearer to your God, then why not the object should be to take you nearer to God? Why only it is limited towards only the cure of the various ailments, physical ailments? So this fasting, in almost all the scriptures of most of the religions, it has been brought. What we have understood and have been advocating, the principles of fasting, its usefulness, its modus operandi, and the sole motto. The principles of fasting are, number one, that food was not the source of energy, it is only body-building material. The body gets charged during sleep through its inner source of spirit, that is your being, soul, all-pervading cosmic power which resides in all of us, known as the spirit, soul. And body gets charged during sleep. And then food was only building material, and body builds till the age of 25. After that, further building is not there. Now fasting also cures, purifies this system, your body. When you do not eat, when you do not put food in your stomach, then the vital power cleanses the system. That is, excreting the impurities at a faster rate. That the fasting is the best medicine available when your whole house is on cleansing. But let us talk about the higher objectives of fasting. That is realization of the divinity, and which is the reservoir of 5 elements. It is infinite reservoir of health, energy, happiness, knowledge and love. So the objective of fasting should be that, not only health, not only vitality, but also the inner happiness. And fasting can take you to that source also. Then inner illumination, fasting can take you to that also. And then your spiritual divine love, and fasting can bring you to that state of consciousness also. By fasting, you come nearer to God. If it is with pleasure and with the objective that I want to come to God, nearer to God. Thus in fasting, the stillness of mind is to be added, known as meditation. And in fasting, the detachment is to be practiced, known as selfless service or tithing or whatever the words you call. Maybe it is zakat, maybe it is tithing. Various types of the words have been used in various religious scriptures. But the concept is that you have to practice selfless service. These two, the stillness of mind known as meditation and selfless service, two are to be added with the fasting. Now in fasting what we do, the body is made by 5 basic elements: earth, water, fire, air and ether. Earth element are being taken from grains, cereals and pulses, water element from vegetables, fire element from fruits, air element from leaves, and the etheric element when you do not eat anything. So in fasting, one could reduce the quantity of food intake or improve the quality of food. Reduction in quantity means that if you have been eating 4 breads, they could be reduced to 3 breads, 2 breads, 1 bread, then skipping that bread also. Improvement in the quality means that from grains you are jumping to vegetables, then on fruits, then on leaves, juices, water, and then skipping the water also. Fasting does not mean stoppage of all foods. Fasting means reduction in quantity, improvement in quality of food intake with a particular objective to come nearer to God. Thus, those who fasted, the first step, they discarded grains. In Hindu scripture, Sri Ramcharitmanas, I quote, Mother Parvati, she fasted for a very long period. She did not take any grains, she took only vegetables, fruits, leaves. Then she also discarded vegetables, she took only fruits, then also discarded fruits, started taking leaves, and then she took only water, and then also stopped the water. And when the water was stopped, the voice of that God came, and then Parvati listened it. Now that was a clear message she received in the end of the fast. And that was for change of all his life pattern, and then you see she got the best of her spiritual upliftment. So in fasting, you slowly and slowly reduce the food intake. For example, if you do not eat anything till 12 noon, that is a type of fast. And whatever is left, which you should have eaten, which you would have eaten, now that left material, left food is to be distributed, is to be given to somebody else so that it satisfies others' hunger. And because in that also my God resides, so it has been offered to that God who is in that person. Thus, after 12, say during lunch, you take salads and fruits, more of fruits, less of salads, and then in the dinner you are taking more of vegetables and less grains. Then after some days you can practice that grains may be stopped at least once in a month. Then mixed vegetables during your dinner and fruits and salads raw, uncooked in your lunch, and nothing to be taken till 12 noon. Then slowly you may practice that once in a week you can discard the grains intake. Of course, I do not advise tea taking and milk taking. I say these are not required, particularly after the age of 25, when your body has been grown fully, after which it is not going to be grown, not to be raised. And tea means being most acidic. It contains oxalic acid, uric acid, volatile ions, thin chemical, and then tannic acid, and all are injurious for this body. And then they increase the acidity level of the blood, and then you get more tired and fatigued and weakness you experience. Thus, tea should be fully eliminated from your diet. Similarly, the milk, when your body growth has stopped, then no milk is required. None of the animals, they are taking milk except the cat and dogs. But the other animals are much more healthier. Thus, when the body growth has stopped, then milk should also be stopped until unless one is doing very hard physical work. Only they can eliminate the toxins being produced out of this milk, maybe the uric acid or cholesterol, mucus, etc. Thus, in fasting, one may practice that once in a week, discards only grains, taking mixed vegetable in night. And then, if as per the willpower and requirement, particularly after clear concept about fasting, about role of food, about body's vital power, how it is being charged, how it is being experienced during sleep, when you get these all concepts clear, then you can fast also by taking only fruits in whole of the day. Then you can also fast by eliminating fruits also, remaining only on juices in your lunch time and in your dinner time. Then one may also fast only on water, say during lunch hours and at your dinner time. And then afterward one may also fast on air. I keep fast around 4 days in a month. I remain on air. And around 10 days in a month I am not taking any grains. I take fruits and salads in lunch and vegetables, mixed cooked vegetables in my dinner. And during Navratras, say after every 6 months, we have 9 days Navratras period where I keep fast on say first 2-3 days on air and then about 5 days on water. 5 to 6 days on water. Only say about 3 glasses of water per day, that is to say not more than 20 glasses of water in 9 days period. But then the vital power is not reduced, it increases. Vital power increases, doesn't reduce. Of course, weight fasts down little. So during fasting, your weight may reduce. For that, you should not worry more, because it is the good riddance of bad rubbish. But the vital power shall increase, because whatever the vital power being consumed on your food digestion, that would be saved for putting more work. Thus, you have to be very slow in practicing this fasting. And in fasting, the colon cleansing is also most important aspect. Because in the inner lining of the colon, inner skin of the colon, there is a lot of fecal matter, dried fecal matter is sticked on that lining of the colon. Now through enemas, when you pump water, say about 100-150 milliliters of water in your colon through the rectum and by the enema, and then you find that lot of excreta is coming out from inside, and then you become more filled with vibrant vitality. So during fasting, particularly when you fast on air, on water, on juices, twice, enema is compulsory, one in the morning and another in the evening. Fasting without enema is a crime against the body. If you are taking only fruits 2 times, then enema may not be so much required. But it is better still if you take this enema once in a day, maybe better in the evening. If you could practice this part of the sadhana of our tap, rational fasting, then you will find that your body improves, your diseases are getting banished, your vital power increases, your spiritual upliftment also takes place, particularly when you add in that selfless service and the meditation. And then you will find that your total personality development takes place. In that process, you are also getting freedom from your karmic cycle, coming nearer to your being. Then you experience your unfailing health, your vitality, vibrant vitality, and your inner happiness also. Because when you come nearer to your being, it is an infinite reservoir of happiness also. Then you also experience enlightenment. All the saints, the great, Pagambars, saints, sages, messengers of God, they all used to observe this fasting, just to make them purified so that they could come nearer to their being, God. And really they realized, really they were enlightened. So fasting is the best period when you get more opportunity to come nearer your spirit.
Mr. Ram Nivas from Ambala wants to know, why are you discarding grains?
You see, the grains are the heaviest diet, after of course meat. Grains, they have maximum of earthy elements, and among these 5 varieties of food, the earth element is the heaviest element. Then it is the water element vegetables, then fire element fruits, then air element leaves, and then the etheric element where you do not eat. So intake of grains pulls you down, whereas you want to go up. And then the grains remain sticked in your colon. It is difficult to throw the excreta being produced by the grains. The more roughage, in America I found the word roughage has been made very popular. Roughage, eat roughage, means salads, fruits and vegetables. The grains are not roughage. They get rotten first, the grains. So the food should be less of grains. Maybe it is for your spiritual upliftment, and maybe it is for your cleansing the system. So grains should be reduced. I am not discarding grains. I am saying that the quantity of grains should be as little as possible, and that too in the dinner.
Tap Seva Sumiran is a unique lifestyle for holistic development of human personality at physical, vital, mental, intellectual and spiritual planes. If you too want to change your life through Tap Seva Sumiran, you are welcome at our ashram or write at Badri Narayan Sevagram, Choti Panchli, Bagpat Marg, Meerut 250002. Phone 0121 2439 032 and 2439 037.